Namaste, everyone. As usual, we begin with our disclaimer. When you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and those of us who lead these sessions don't take responsibility towards the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution in whatever you're doing and follow the rule of yoga, keeping the spine aligned straight and at the same time making sure there is no strain whatsoever in whatever you do. So with that as the guidance, let's begin with 3 Oms, and a reminder that today being the Sunday session, we have half-hour time in the end for any comments, discussion. And the other thing is it's a special session where we focus only on pranayama and meditation. So let's take a deep breath in and begin the first of 3 Oms. Let's begin our chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum. As you squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we begin with Lam. Release the fingers, and before we continue, we forgot to establish the group consciousness. So think of everyone who is here within you think of everyone all within your inside, so that way we form the group consciousness. So release the fingers, continue Lam. Last time. Now, bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum. As you draw in behind the pubic area, we do Vam, pressing on the ring finger of the thumb. Vam. 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 Release the fingers, continue. Vam. Last time. Vam. Bring your awareness behind the navel in the middle of the body. As you draw in at the navel, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger of the thumb. Ram. Ram. Release the fingers, continue. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do Yam, pressing on the index finger of the thumb. Yam. Release the fingers, continue. Last time. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum. Thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Now, bring the awareness to the middle of the head. And here we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Chum. Chum. Last time. Chum. One more time. Bring the awareness to the top of the middle of the head, and there we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayam, and those of you who know it, please proceed. And those of you who joined us a little later, today being the special session of Sunday, we have extra time in the end to discuss, and the other thing is we are only doing pranayam and meditation today. So I've sent an invitation to all of you who came in late to join the panelists if you wish. So let's continue. Those of you who need guidance for the Ujjayi Pranayama, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of your mouth, the throat area that connects into the neck. Focusing there as you inhale and exhale, feel like the air is rubbing along over there. It'll feel like a mild sucking sensation when you inhale and a reverse sensation when you exhale. And the easiest way to do it with mild effort is to make a big smile and with the cheeks coming out, keeping the lips closed and feeling a slight stretch in the bottommost part of the mouth. And it should be slow, long, deep breath. And I'll demonstrate for you how slow by lifting up my hand as I inhale and bring it down as I exhale. And there is a natural pause between the inhalation and exhalation that you would observe. Continue. Today being the Sunday session, we are not doing any of the shoulder movements or anything. So if any of you feel like doing it on your own, you're welcome to do so. Now, as we continue the Ujjayi, we go on to our visualizations. As you inhale, visualize a rising awareness from the perineum to the top of the middle of the head in a straight line through the middle of the body, the same places we did the chakra vibrations. Now we change the visualization. As you inhale, bring your awareness from behind the lowermost part of the sternum, the Atma Chakra, which is towards the front of the body, just inside the lower part of the sternum. From there, visualize the inhalation going up to the front part of the body, going over the forehead, coming to the middle of the head on the top. And as you exhale, going down the 7 chakras all the way down to the perineum. In the visualization, you can also have the intent. As you inhale, you're carrying the soul intent and bring it up to the physical body and distributing it through the 7 chakras to the entire being. You can keep that as the intent as you do that. Last inhalation and last exhalation in this mode, and we continue with the Ujjayi with a different visualization. This time, as we inhale, visualize the awareness lifting up from the tailbone along the spine in the back and coming up all the way to the back of the head. And as you exhale, go down from there all the way down to the tailbone. So as you do this visualization, some of you may experience, if there is any resistance in any part, simply mentally do the sound Om 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 as you inhale and exhale, and the resistance will go away. Change this visualization slightly as you inhale from the tailbone, coming along the spine to the back of the head and coming over the head all the way to the top part of the forehead. And as you exhale from there, going all the way down back. So do it with that modification. Last breath with that visualization. Now that we have done cleansing of the Sushumna Nadi, the Atma Nadi, and the Prana Nadi, now we will go on to doing Kapalbhati, which expels all unwanted toxins from the system in the earth and water elements in the body. So let's begin Kapalbhati. And if anybody needs guidance, Kapalbhati is literally like blowing the nose with one key difference. When you blow the nose, there is a jerk as the belly goes in and it feels like the perineum is slightly lifting up. But on the other hand, when you do Kapalbhati, there is no jerk. It is smooth, easy movement without strain. So I'll give you a sideward view of how the belly goes in. It's only very gentle movement of the inward movement of the belly. Keep the eyes closed and observe within. Even as you're doing it so gently, some of you may feel tiredness come on, and at that time you'll find you're trying to do it with a little bit of a strain. Don't do that. Stop over there, take a rest for 30 seconds or so, or a minute, and then continue. We'll be doing this for about a total of 5 to 7 minutes. Now we can do 5 breaths of Brahmaris. Take a deep breath in and close your ears. Now, once you complete the last Brahmari exhalation, now we can go on to a different visualization. We focus from like a few inches below the feet, going through the entire legs, all the way through the trunk of the body, all the way a few inches above the head. And as you exhale, going all the way down and out of the feet just below. So we visualize this with Ujjayi Pranayama as we are doing, but instead of middle or something, we are doing the whole body. And you can visualize also from the palms of the hands going up to the top as you visualize going down the same way as the feet. So please continue. Last breath. Now we continue the Ujjayi with a different visualization. Visualize a space around the body, maybe a little bit around you, a few feet or 10 feet, whatever, and going down below you, several feet under and several feet above the head. So you're like in a cylinder, and mentally visualize again with Ujjayi going up and down, but covering outside the body also. And if you feel like, you can visualize it as a whirlwind as you're inhaling up and exhaling down. And you can have the intention that when you're connecting up, you're connecting into the cosmic intelligence. And as you're exhaling and going down and going below the feet, you're leaving all unwanted things into the earth. And when you inhale from the earth, you only take the elements that are needed for you, for this body to complete its purpose for which it has been born. So you can do that with the intention. So please continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we will go on to the Bhastrika Pranayam, 3 rounds. So let's get ready. And this energizes. Now the nadis are clear, we are going to energize all of them. So pull back the shoulders, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath with the chin down, and once we can no longer hold, close the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. This is a different way in which we do on Sundays. Let's go on to the second round. Pull back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exit. 12. Exit. 30. Exit. 40. Exit. 50. Exit. 60. Exit. 70. Exit. 80. Exit. 90. Exit. 20. Exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmar. Sorry. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath, chin down, and when you can no longer hold, close the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Once you have finished the exhalation through the left nostril, we can go on to the third round of Bhastrika. Pull back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. exit. 20, exit. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and with chin down, and when you're ready to exhale, close the right nostril. We can do one more round of Bhastrika. And particularly for given the group we have, if anybody has any arthritic pain or something like that, you will find it the extra round is helpful. So let's pull back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. 9, exhale. 10, exhale. 11, exhale. 12, exhale. 30, exhale. 40, exhale. 50, exhale. 60, exhale. 70, exhale. 80, exhale. 90, exhale. 20, exhale. Deep breath in, hold the breath, chin down. Now we can get ready for our meditation. But first, bring your palms together, gently rub your palms, and separate the palms an inch or so, and roll the palms as if you have a dough in between that you're rolling, and see if you can feel any sensation in there. Most of you should be able to feel some sensation. Now, open out the palms, close your eyes, and we are going to invoke the three spirits that can elevate our meditative awareness, so that when we do our mindful meditation of intention with the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra, we will actually be able to connect it into the higher domain. So with the palms open, mentally invoke the spirit that takes the awareness beyond the body, the spirit called Gayatri. Feel the vibration in your palms change. And mentally take the palm, actually lift the palm and take it inward into your body and visualize Gayatri entering your body. And those of you who are sensitive, observe the change you feel in the vibration of the body. Open the palms again. Now we invoke the spirit that takes your awareness beyond the light of the sun, which means outside the three-dimensional world. And that spirit is called Savitri. Call upon Savitri to come into your palms. Feel the vibration change. And take Savitri right inside you, taking the hand inside towards you into your body. Feel once again the vibration change in your body. Now open the palms again and call upon the spirit that connects you into the source of everything, which is the source of all knowledge. That is called Saraswati. Open the palms, feel Saraswati in your palms, and take it inside you. And feel once again the change in the vibration. And now we will mentally affirm in the context of three levels of existence: the physical world, the spiritual world, and the source of everything. May we be imbibed with the brilliance and vibrance of the sun, whereby we are able to access the knowledge of the spiritual beings, from which we are able to project into the world. The implication of it is fulfill the purpose for which we are born. And so if we say it in Sanskrit, we will say Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha in the context of the three levels of existence. Tat Savitur Varenyam, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, the brilliance of that sun. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, may we imbibe the intelligence, the wisdom of the spiritual beings. Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, from that may we project into the world. Keep that as the intention. In other words, projecting into the world is to fulfill the purpose for which you are born into this body. Become aware of your breath. Mentally thank the three spirits who allowed you to be in this meditation and let them go. Now, before you open the eyes, take a deep breath in, and we will do one long Om, and after that we can open the palms again and open the eyes and look straight into the palm of the hands. Take a deep breath in. With that, we end the practice session and we are open for any questions, discussions, comments. So if any of you want to speak, please simply unmute yourself and you can speak up.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
the pranic energy take out from the earth and go above, and then we take out all the bad energy to the earth, but then again we come out, so the bad energy will come with us, right?
No, it won't. Your intention is only to take what is good and needed for you.
Okay, so because
You're throwing away what is unwanted and you're taking whatever is wanted.
thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Okay. So please go ahead, Neeruji. You have to unmute. If you have to talk, you have to unmute.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Neeruji, we don't hear you.
I don't know. Can you hear?
Now we hear.
Okay. I want to know what is the difference between meditation and samadhi.
Okay. So it was very low volume. I don't know whether everybody heard it or not. She was asking, what is the difference between meditation and samadhi? Okay. Meditation is an English word, and the general connotation about meditation is to kind of close out the outside world and to be absorbed within. From the yoga perspective, we divide meditation into 4 categories. The first category is called dharana. Not dharana, pratyahara. Pratyahara means having inner awareness and having control of your inner organs and drawing yourself within. The second level, from drawing your awareness within and being awareness of your body, all the vibrations within, the next level is one-pointed focus on something. That one-pointed focus we call as dharana. And the third level in what we call the English term meditation is that you go into a state where you're one-pointed focus and you zone out. When you zone out, you're not aware of anything, you're kind of absorbed, you're gone, you have zoned out. And that zoned out state, what you might call as the mindless state, there is no mind over there, the mind has kind of gone to sleep. That state we call as dhyana, going beyond the mind, going beyond the dhi. There is no active thinking or focus or anything involved over there. Then after that comes samadhi. The samadhi actually refers to the balanced intellect, is how you would use the word if you directly translate the word. But where is the source of that balanced intellect, or we can call it as balanced wisdom? The source of it is God. So when we talk about samadhi, we are actually talking about connecting into the cosmic intelligence. So until you connect into the cosmic intelligence, there is no samadhi. So it is only quietness of the mind. So when you use the word meditation, it can refer to any of all these different states over here. In popular research area of meditation, they divide it into two levels. They call it as mindfulness meditation and transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation is what leads you to samadhi, whereas mindfulness meditation only brings calmness of the mind, and if you have full absorption, you go into the state of mindlessness, but not necessarily connecting into the cosmic intelligence of samadhi. So now, of course, when people use the word mindfulness meditation in the field of psychology, they have often looked upon any kind of focused work that you do as also mindfulness. So in other words, what happens is the mindfulness meditation covers the idea of dharana and dhyana of the yoga process. So of the Ashtanga yoga process. And the idea of actually developing inner awareness and quietness within yourself is not actively spoken of within the concept of Western concept of meditation, but that is a given, that unless you have developed calmness in the body and mind, you cannot even sit to focus on anything. So this is how we can understand when you talk of meditation. Yes, go ahead, Tammy.
Then technically is like doing chakra vibrations and Bhastrika, like a mindfulness meditation, since we're kind of
in a sense, you see, what is happening is when we do chakra vibration, we are focusing within in specific points and things like that. And in fact, every aspect of yoga practice that we do, it is only a yoga practice when there is mindfulness in it. Because unless you're aware and focused in it, where there is the yoga element is not there. You're simply doing a physical exercise or a mental exercise. You're not kind of focused and absorbed within it, right?
Does
I'm
that
wondering-
come with practice?
It will come with practice, yes. You have the name Shobha Krishna and you are not Shobha Krishna. Are you by any chance Subhash Gupta?
No, I'm Chitra Thapar. I'm Sadhna Saman's sister-in-law.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Tammy, you were going to say something.
Yes,
Go ahead. Someone else is talking. Let them talk.
well, you're new. I don't know. But
Yes,
yes, welcome.
Thank
I was
you.
wondering if Dr. Rajan, when we do the three ohms and we have the body and then the sun and then beyond, and then we do the three deities at the end. Is that like a similar thing?
Yes, it is exactly similar.
Hmm.
So the first Om going beyond the body, second Om going beyond the zone of light into the spiritual world, and the third Om taking you to the highest. Yes.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
namaste.
Namaste.
This afternoon, when we were doing our meditation, I felt very peaceful. There was no outside noise inside my mind. And there was this feeling of emptiness and light that was like for some time. And no outside stuff would penetrate. What stage would that be?
See, that's really a state of quietness. I have to ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
When you were in that state, was the mental affirmation going on of the Gayatri Mantra, was the mental affirmation continuing in your mind as you were doing it, or did that slip away?
I think it slipped away.
Okay. So what happens is, when it slips away, you're in the state of dhyana,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, what is the key difference between the state of dhyana, the mindless state, and samadhi? It is about connecting. But how do you know whether you have connected or not, right? That is probably a question to ask. The samadhi connection, the way in which to understand it is, in the Yoga Sutras 3rd chapter, it describes that there are 3 phases to reach that samadhi state. The first phase is the mindlessness, what it's called Nirodha Parinama. Second state is called Samadhi Parinama, where you have connected, but you have not asked any question, so you're not getting any answers. The third state is when you have any thought or question in your mind and the answer comes, that is called Ekagrata Parinama. And so what happens is, you know you're connected only when you feel like a response coming back to you for a query you have in your mind or the focus of where you have been in meditation. Without that, it is very difficult to distinguish the difference between the state of dhyana and samadhi.
Dr. Ajay, continuing with the same thing, I have one more question. I meditate every evening on a mantra that I got from you. And oftentimes I don't start by having questions in my mind, but there are some day-to-day things which are puzzling, and finding answers is hard. During that particular time when I'm meditating, I find answer to some of those things.
Yes. So what is happening is you're reaching the samadhi state. Actually, it's very interesting. When we talk about the samadhi state, in a lot of the commentaries and literature related to the Yoga Sutras, people have offered different kinds of opinions on how they define samadhi. You see, within the Yoga Sutra, there is a concept called samapatti. And the concept of samapatti is becoming one with something. And becoming one with something is not necessarily getting into samadhi, even though many of the people have commented that itself is a samadhi, and I don't agree with it. Now, because you're becoming one with something that is in the physical domain. Whereas on the other hand, the way to understand samadhi that invokes intuition is that the connectivity of the samadhi is at different levels. At the basic requirement is you have to transcend the physical world. If you transcend the physical world, what is the next level? The next level is the spiritual world. And the spiritual world is the zone of what we call Mahamaya, the Divine Mother, so that control of the higher Prakriti. So there is a lot of intelligence about what is your program of your life, and you get all intuitive awareness that comes from there. But the highest level of samadhi is not there. The highest level of samadhi is when you go even beyond the spiritual world to connect into the cosmic intelligence, the source of cosmic intelligence, that is God. Now, what we say is that commonly when a person is relaxed and you let go, when the mind is not active, automatically you are in a certain level of awareness which you don't have when the mind is occupied. When the mind is occupied, you don't have that lax kind of awareness within. That is not a state of samadhi. You may feel fully relaxed, that is not the state of samadhi. Now what happens is you start to feel by the way, at that relaxed state of awareness, your Udana Vayu, that is the Vayu that connects beyond the body, is active. Okay, very much active. Whereas on the other hand, when you reach a stage where actively you go beyond that, we say your connectivity expands above the 50% level of connectivity of the Udana Vayu that is normally there when you're fully relaxed. Like when you're in relaxed sleep, but not necessarily deep sleep. But once you get into deep sleep or the higher meditation, you're actually connecting beyond the physical domain. And when you connect into the beyond the physical domain, there we say in the spiritual world that you're connecting, it is between the zone of somewhere where between 70 to 90%, 95 actually, till the 99% threshold, you're only in the physical domain. Actively, you don't feel like you're connecting till you have crossed the 80% connecting domain. Between the 50 and 80%, you don't necessarily feel it, but you may suddenly sense something. Okay? but it is really above the 80% domain of connectivity. You're able to sense, you're actively connecting, you're asking a question, you're getting answers. And when you go beyond that 99.99% and when you connect into the source of everything, that goes into a different zone. Actually, in that zone, you don't feel like you're connecting at all. Suddenly you feel you're in a column of golden light, and the connection is both ways. It's not like you're trying to connect. So those are the different experiences. And based upon my conversation with people who have been able to connect into the higher zone, all of us have experienced the common connection of that golden light and that connection beyond, and it no longer feels like you're seeking out. Tammy, have you experienced anything like that?
Yeah, that a couple weeks ago, and I felt like I was like taken somewhere, like to become one, like this whole one. It was really amazing. Like it literally told me that I am one with everything.
Very nice. So the thing is, you see, that is this. And by the way, it doesn't happen in every meditation for everyone, even people who are regular meditators. Okay, that is like once in a while experience. Whereas the intuitive part is more related to the spiritual world, and that intuitive part is something that is more common, which you may be able to experience very often.
But I think I'm not reaching that point at all.
It will come. The thing you see, what happens is in the Yoga Sutras, I believe it is Sutra number 31 or something in the first chapter, that it tells you what are the impediments to progress. And one of the impediments to progress is having expectations.
And renew. They say that we don't get samadhi, samadhi gets us.
Yes. This is very interesting. There was once a Jewish rabbi who was presenting somewhere, and I was in that session over there. And he was explaining the concept of a God, and, and he was actually explaining, you don't reach out to God. When you're purified enough, God reaches out to you. That was the way in which he explained.
Dr. Rajan, I think I'm nowhere near that. I feel my questions are more worldly and I get worldly answers. And I think I'm probably in a state of relaxation only.
See, it really doesn't matter, because what it is finally, you see, how are karmas blown away and how are new karmas created? As long as we realize it, as the Yoga Sutra explains right in the end, the thing is, you see, if there is no more karmas left for you, there is no more purpose to come back into this physical world. And whatever is the soul element, once you leave the body, it dissolves into the vibration of the higher Prakriti, the cosmic energy. Okay? So what happens is, to understand how karmas are created, it is created because of desires, intent, reaction, and all of that. Reaction is also a nature of desire formation. Okay? And so, as long as we have the ability we have the idea of accepting whatever is there in front of you in the moment, right? Then in which case you don't create new karmas. Now, being in that kind of a state where you're a pure observer, you're letting things as they come, then in which case whatever karmas are there within you, they will create external situations. Karmas result in circumstances that you're put into in life, right? So what happens is, when you simply observe the circumstances without reacting to them, the karmas dissolve away, right? So this is the basic principle of dissolving karmas and how you create new karmas. And if you avoid that, you're on the right path. And in fact, as the Yoga Sutra explains, that if you develop a lot of intuitive abilities, ability to query and all of that, those abilities come to you in a serious way only if there is a purpose for you to fulfill your purpose in life. If you do, if you don't need, if you don't have a role in life where you need that, then it may not come to you. But on the other hand, still you're on the path to clear off all your karmas and move along.
Thank you.
Any other comment, questions, thoughts?
When I breathe, it just feels like I can only breathe up to my chest and not beyond. Is that also something that comes with practice?
Okay, let me ask you this question. When you breathe, close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath, and tell me how you feel the breath flow. Do you feel your belly coming out?
Yes.
Okay, just keep watching. Take a slow, deep breath, feel the belly come out, and after the belly comes out, feel how the rib cage slightly expands, and continue to inhale and feel how the shoulder straightens out. And as you exhale, feel the abdominal area go in, the chest cage slightly come in, and the shoulder begins to relax.
Okay.
You feel that?
Yeah.
So, from a breath perspective, you're doing all the right thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Rajan, I am still not sure if I'm doing the right thing during the Ujjayi breathing. I try very hard, but I don't think I'm getting the full benefit of it.
Okay, do the Ujjayi breathing right now. As far as I remember, you were doing right, but do it once. Let's see. Do it a few breaths. You're doing fine. There is no problem.
Thank you.
Yes. You see, what happens is when, Tammy, can you sense it? When the Ujjayi is done right, and if you look at anybody, you will sense the awareness going up to the head, and as they exhale, coming down. Can you sense that?
Yeah, I saw it really clear in Shobha's friend.
Yes. Absolutely. All good. So, Sadhna ji, go ahead. You have to unmute. You're not unmuted yet. Let me help you to unmute. Okay. There you unmuted.
If you got one-time experience of that golden light, gold light, and nothing else, and you are really, you feel yourself, means you are walking in that, or all exposed to that. Is it just one time? It can go away, and then you could be again whatever mess you are in the mind.
See, the idea is it doesn't come just because you want it.
No.
Okay? It will happen once in a while, like some of us have experienced it. And it may happen once a year, it may have once in 5 years, sometime it may happen.
Okay. So you don't remain in that state once you, it's not that you attain that state and it remains.
See, let's ask the question. What is the purpose of being in that state? Okay? When we have come into this body, we have come to engage our duty in this physical world. So, while you can imbibe the cosmic intelligence through Mahamaya, the source of all Prakriti, which is what defines what you're born for, right? The thing is basically, if you get into that higher connection, into that golden light, that golden domain, then that is what makes a person like Sant Jnaneshwar from Maharashtra. Okay? Sant Jnaneshwar from Maharashtra was an extremely special person of the highest order. You see, many of the people you see over here, people who are talking about yogis, nobody attained the level that Sant Jnaneshwar attained. And you know what was very special about Sant Jnaneshwar? Because you see, what happens is you can intuitively perceive many things about other people and all of those things and all of that. You can perceive many things through the domain of the spiritual zone of Mahamaya. But on the other hand, you cannot penetrate and move inanimate things. Unless, and the person who had the ability to do that was Sant Jnaneshwar. He could move inanimate things. And to move inanimate things, you have to go through another channel. That channel has to be, you see, channel actually goes through the golden light through that connection. Okay? So if anybody has the ability to move inanimate things, they are connecting through a much higher domain than connecting into live beings.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
You're welcome.
Dr. Rajan, what do you mean by to move inanimate things?
Okay? You're sitting over here and you're mentally thinking that chair is in the wrong place, it should go elsewhere, and the chair moves on its own there.
Oh.
That's what moving inanimate things is.
It takes very long, many janma for us to attain that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sant Jnaneshwarji moved the wall.
Exactly.
What he did?
Moved the wall. He was sitting on all of them wanted to go somewhere, so all his siblings with him were sitting, and he moved the wall like a transportation.
Oh my
Like
God.
a flying carpet.
Flight. Oh my God.
See, the thing is, you see, the story goes over there. There was one, Hatha yogi, of a Kaula yogi. And this man had attained a high level of awareness. Actually, he was a Tantra yogi. Okay? And he had attained a high level of ability to control many things. And so he had all his jata, jutli, and all this hair and all this dressing around. And by the way, Sant Jnaneshwar was never known to dress anything other from a normal person. Okay? He would dress just like a normal person, and he looked very normal from outside. Whereas on the other hand, this man had all these embellishments, and he would be riding a tiger. He had that ability to control a tiger. And he would go places riding a tiger, and people will be in complete awe of this person. And so this person heard about Sant Jnaneshwar. So he felt, oh, who is this Sant Jnaneshwar? Because he doesn't have, this thing. I'm so superior. So with that in mind, this person riding the tiger goes towards the village, the place called Alandi, where, Sant Jnaneshwar was. So he is going towards that place, and he's just from outside he's coming outside the village, and Sant Jnaneshwar gets the sense that this man is coming to meet him. So he's sitting on a wall, and so the entire wall lifts up, and the wall goes through the air and comes and lands in front of this person, this yogi who is riding this tiger and coming. And he comes and tells him, I'm coming here to welcome you. I hear you're coming to see me. Please, I wanted to come and welcome you. That fellow riding the tiger looked at him and said, this man is moving a wall and coming like this. So he decided, you're way beyond. I'm so sorry that I came.
I'll go back.
He went back and moved away. So to control anything animate is of a very different dimension from controlling something that is inanimate.
So,
And the thing is, you see, one of the things, when we are working towards perfect health with yoga, what is happening is we are aligning all the communication elements within our system. And we are a bundle of trillions of cells. And each of those cells is an animate being that is distinctly different, but yet potentially working with you in a larger organism. That is the reason what happens is when a person leaves their body and when they are gone, for a period of time, their cells don't die, but the person has left. And each of those cells, it is because of them that they are alive for a period of time. That is the reason organ transplants and things are possible.
Okay.
Right? So what happens is when we work with yoga and we observe all the side benefits of it and all of that, it is because our cells in the body, the trillions of cells, develop a greater harmony. They are able to be in the shape in which they should be for the body and mind and all of us for it to function effectively, right? Yes, Tammy, last question, and then we will go ahead. Two of you. Yeah.
I wanted to, briefly share that that last experience. When I meditate all the time and before bed, I ask to be taken to the highest knowledge to fulfill this purpose for which I was born. And in that experience, I felt like I was literally brought somewhere to help use whatever purpose I have in what me to help heal. You know, so it wasn't like I got to go somewhere and we were riding on like, you know, silver bulls or anything. It was like a healing ceremony. It was really a unique thing. So yeah, that's all I want to say.
Thank you.
Oh, my.
So go ahead.
Tammy is so ahead of us, to tell you frankly. What I wanted to ask you, Dr. Rajan, you said when you are doing a Ujjayi Pranayama, when there is no smooth flow, when there is something obstruction like, say, Om, 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 right? Then what do you mean by obstruction? What do we feel? I never realized what exactly you mean.
Yeah. Do you sense the pathway of the movement when you're visualizing?
Yes.
Do you feel like there is something moving in you?
No, I can't tell that.
Okay. Unless you feel something is moving in you, you're not able to feel it. Okay. Mentally moving and feeling something moving within you are two different things.
Okay.
And only when you can feel something moving within you, you know whether there is any resistance or not.
Okay, so that means I don't have resistance.
Actually, what it is for you, you're unable to sense it. But when we do our chakra vibration, at least for a short period of time, the pathways open up. So when you do the Ujjayi Pranayama, there is no problem. But for you, there is no difference between visualization. Actually, there may be some mild difference, but the thing is not much difference between visualization and simply focusing on the throat.
And other thing I have observed is, you said whenever I was getting some pain in the ear or something like that, even at that time, if I say I was not in Ujjayi Pranayama, I was saying Om, 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 Om. That helped me to stop it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because what happens is,
Any pain in the body, when you say Om, 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 that stops pain.
that is actually telling you that your nadis were not clear enough, that Om cleared it and so the pain went away.
Correct. Yeah, that happens quite often.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll close for today. Namaste everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.